Welcome to my channel. It was the kind of night where the highway seemed to stretch endlessly beneath a sky full of stars. The air inside Elias' car was heavy with the smell of pine as he drove deeper into the woods. His headlights cut through the darkness, momentarily revealing the unsettling stillness of the trees lining the road. Hope surged through him. Finally, he wasn't completely alone. Maybe he could ask for directions or maybe even flag down another car. But when he got closer, the glow seemed to fade, becoming a mere speck on the horizon. He didn't know what was chasing him, but he knew he had to keep moving, had to get away. As he struggled to get up, he noticed something horrifying. The road beneath him was no longer smooth asphalt. It was a gaping maw filled with sharp teeth that tore into his flesh. The growls stopped. There was a heavy silence, broken only by his ragged breathing and the pounding of his heart. But the more he ran, the more the darkness seemed to close in on him. The trees pressing closer, their branches clawing at him like the fingers of some unseen entity trying to drag him into the shadows. And the town, if it had been there at all, had vanished. This wasn't the route he planned. He had missed a turn and ended up on this deserted highway. You were lost, it hissed, and now you are mine. It was gone. In its place was a dark, gaping hole that seemed to swallow the starlight. You will never escape. He was utterly alone in the suffocating darkness, lost in a world where the highway stretched endlessly, where towns appeared and disappeared, and where the very ground beneath his feet was alive, hungry, and waiting. The voice echoed around him, a chorus of whispers coming from the trees, from the darkness itself. He tried to scream, but no sound came out. His voice was trapped in his throat. He needed to get out of this car, stretch his legs, and figure out where he was. But the road stretched endlessly before him, the same desolate highway under a sky full of indifferent stars. Then he heard it, a low growl that seemed to come from the very earth itself. The growl grew louder, taking on a menacing tone that sent shivers down his spine. Something was out there in the darkness watching him, its presence growing stronger with every passing moment. But as he stepped out onto the highway, the asphalt beneath his feet felt soft and spongy, like sand. And when he looked back at his car, it was gone, vanished. He was utterly alone on a road in the middle of nowhere. But something about the desolate road and the oppressive quiet of the forest around him made him keep driving. As he rounded a bend, the highway shimmered in the darkness, the asphalt rippling like water, and for a moment the stars in the sky seemed to align with the lines painted on the road. It was a strange and unsettling sight, but it didn't deter him. He pressed on, his car's engine a lone intrusion into the suffocating silence. Then he saw it, a faint glow in the distance, a beacon in the inky blackness that could mean only one thing, a town. He pulled over to the side of the road, frustration and fatigue starting to take their toll. Panic started to set in. He turned around, desperate to retrace his steps. He broke into a run, the growl now a terrifying roar. Then he stumbled, falling onto the soft asphalt, the rough road burning into his palms. And then the voice came, a raspy whisper that seemed to seep into his bones. As the darkness closed in, he looked back at the road, or what was left of it. And in the distance, he could have sworn he heard the echo of tires on asphalt, the distant rumble of an engine, and the faint, taunting laughter of a voice that promised him,